ELI5 How does the math work in this riddle? The tip the waitress took is part of the £27 they paid. At the end, the guys have 3, the waitress has 2, and the bar has 25. So, 3 2 25 30. If I read this story and think of where the money is, it might make more sense too. Gois, W waitress, BR. 3 guys go to a bar W £30 G30, W0, B0. They pay the waitress 30 G0, W30, B0. The manager says to give back a discount of 5 G0, W5, B25. She gives 3 and takes 2 out of the discount G3, W2, B25. They paid the bar and tipped the waitress a total of 27 and kept 3 at the end. Yes, they did each pay 9, but you can find their money in the cash register at the bar, so those £27 don't actually exist as money that went to the bar. Of the original 30, you'll only find 25 of it in the cash register. The waitress took 2, and 3 went back to them. So what happened was you counted the £2 twice, once when saying they paid 27, and once when saying the waitress kept 2. The last £2 of the 27 and the waitress £2 don't both exist separate from each other. With this in mind, they paid 27. Where did the £3 go? Back to themselves. As others have stated, it's not £9 each £2 tip, it's £9 each £3 discount. The £2 tip came out of the 3 by €9 paid, not on top of it. I'm pretty sure I've heard of an actual scams that work on something like the above. Wait to pay a bill until the server is overworked and distracted, then baffle them with as much complexity as possible. Ask to split the bill, then pull a coupon for part of the cost, then realize you have a debit card, so ask for some of the cash previously offered back, etc. So the server loses track of how much has been received. A big part of math is learning how to translate problems from a spoken language into math and back. Algebra is hard and people are bad at it. That problem relies on people making a translation mistake. The guys paid 27 and got 3 back, so the right calculation is either total spent change bill including tip 33.27 or pre-tip bill plus tip equals total spent 25.27, but the problem sets up the problem as 32.27, which is obviously wrong once translated in math, but it's hard to see where you made the translation error. Other explanations do a better job than I could, but it's worth noting that there are a lot of cons that work by a similar principle. The oversimplified version is that if something is worth $5 and you pay for it with the $20, then find a 5 to get your $20 back, but the $5 you find isn't part of the change. There are more steps added in to obfuscate this, but the gist is that so much money goes back and forth and you add and subtract enough that you magically end up with more money than you started with. The math problem is trying to convince you that you can add the money spent to the money received and get a valid answer. It's also deceptively leaving out the 25 and the till to confuse you. It's trying to convince you to add a debt and a credit together both as positive values. 27.2 doesn't make sense because 27.2 25.60, we just generated infinite money if we repeat the transaction multiple times. The math is 27.2 25. Or 27.2 25.0, all dollars are accounted for. Or 27 debt to credit, 25 credit. Oh my! Thank you, kind souls of Reddit. I just finished work and I am met with all this. I never expected this little riddle to get this much attention, and now after reading some of your responses I realized that the question really is asked in a way that forces you in a way of thinking that is definitely not mathematically correct. That's what makes it a riddle, I guess. Thank you for all the feedback and thorough explanations, AA, and feel free to mess with your friends using this riddle. Winking face. It doesn't exist. You're conflating what they pay with what they paid to the bar. Remember, they paid the waitress too. The £27 includes the £2 the waitress took. In the end, the £30 they first give was split 3 ways. The bar got £25, £30 less the £5 discount, the waitress kept £2. The guys got £3. 25 to their £27 bill. 27.3 the £30 we started with. That £1 gap is the difference between what the waitress took, and what the guys got back in change. It's not actual money. They never did pay £9. First, they paid £10 each. At the instant when the clerk takes £5 back out of the till, they had each paid 1/3 of £25, or 8 1/3. Now the clerk gives them each back £1, so the tally is 9 1/3. 3 times 9 1/3 makes 28, and 2 stolen ones make 30. The trick is to make you subtract £3 from £30, when you really should subtract £5 from £30. Hint! Technically not answer to the question, but I hope it can stay. Your text becomes italic because you use asterisks for multiplication. On Reddit, any text between two asterisks get formatted to italic. You can add a backslash before the asterisks to escape so the asterisks will get visible. Here are two multiplications without backslash. 12,560, and 5,525. Here is the same. 12,560, and 5,525. They each gave the waitress £10, £30 total. The manager charged them £8 and 33 pence, £25 total. The waitress kept 67 pence each, £2 total. That means they each paid £9, £27 total. What extra pound? They each gave the waitress 10 and got back 1. Last I checked, 33.27. Also 25 cost of drinks, 2 tip 27. The 27 they paid includes the tip. They ended up paying 27, which is why they got 1 back. Yeah, the question is really misleading. If the bar gave out a $5 discount, then the bar only earned $25 regardless how much the guys paid or the waitress took. The waitress reduced the discount, so it's a double minus for the guys. A more obvious example is if the waitress took $5, or all of the discount away. Then, the guys would still pay $30, and adding $30 and $5 doesn't make sense. This riddle changes the goalpost and then confuses the answer with the original goal. £30 was the original goalpost, but the new goal became £25 with the discount. If we try this scenario, the guys each paid £9 totaling £27, if the original bill after discount was £25, where did the other £2 go? It becomes much easier to see what's going on when you aren't changing the facts around. All these questions utilize the same principle, lead you into doing the math the wrong way. The question suggests there is a last pound, because a common mistake is to think there is an extra pound in the calculation. There just isn't. £25 to the bar, 2 to the waitress. There is no reason the sum should be £30, the £27 figure is just wrong in this context. It's the guys that got the difference between 27 and 30. What the waitress got is on the other side, between the 27 paid and the 25 received by the bar owner. The 30 was never in the transaction, even if the wording makes you think so. X200b. If it helps you to start with the 30, then the bar was paid 25, the waitress was tipped 2, the guys were gifted 3. They paid £25, that's how much they owed plus £2 tip. That's £9 each. Or, they paid £30 10 each and got £3 change 1 each. Again, that's £9 each. It only doesn't make sense if you try to believe that there's a reason that it doesn't make sense, for example, by thinking that this is a riddle, when it's just a normal transaction. The bartender kept the tip, it also is a negative or subtraction from the $30 going to the bar. So they each paid $9, equaling $27 total paid. The bartender takes $2 of the $27, and the $25 remaining dollars goes into the till. That makes $30.25, the discount, and the discount was split 3 to the customers and 2 to the bartender. You start with $30 of beer, $30 for payment and $0 of change. Then the manager changed it to $25 of beer. There's still $30 in payment, within $5 in change. The waitress takes her tip. Now you have $25 of beer, $30 payment, $2 tip, and $3 change. The whole riddle is basically just adding things wrong to confuse the reader. It's a trick. You can't have 30, take away 3 and then add 2 to go back to 30 obviously, but this is what the riddle is doing. What is happening is you have 30, remove 3 and then the last 2 should also be removed to end on the price of 25, so the math is 33,225, instead of 33,229, which is not 30? How? The question is bullshit. There is no last pound. They indeed ended up paying 27, 25 to the bar and 2 to the waitress. The other £3 are the discount. They try to fool you when they add the tip of the waitress twice. Each one paid 10 originally. The bar kept 25. Waitress 2. And they got back 3 from the discount. Doesn't a missing dollar exist within the sense of the equation? The $25 that they're being charged isn't divisible by 3. So they would each be paying $8.33. Then when their $3 is returned and distributed they're paying $9.33. Times that by 3 and you round up to $28, plus a $2 tip is $30. This is why you should never add debts when calculating costs or tracking a chain of spending like this. People have explained why exactly this particular riddle is tricky, but you'll encounter the same error when adding debts in the same calculation you add credits. Credits being the opposite of debts. £25 tab, paid £30, should have received £5 change. They paid £27 for a £25 tab. The server stole £2 of their change taken as a tip without patron's consent. Edit add maths. 35.25 tab. 25 to tip 27. If the server gave the £5 back and they left a £2 tip, it wouldn't be confusing. The total for the drinks is £25. They pay £30. The waitress pockets £2 and gives the patrons £3, so they ended up paying £28 for the drinks, not £27. £28 towards a drink cost, £2 into the waitress's pocket. £28 towards the drink cost and then receiving £3 back. There is no last pound. They paid 9 each, so a total of 27. £25 went to the till and £2 was taken by the waitress, which adds up to £27. Or in another way, they paid £27 and got a £3 discount, totaling the £30 of their original bill. The trick is at adding the waitress's tip to the amount the men leave with, adds up to 29, yes, but that doesn't actually mean anything. The men did not spend 27 and then give the waitress 2 extra pounds. They spent 25. Then you add her £2 tip,